It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck.
The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by the hosts, their guests, callers, and advisors on Eye of the Nation are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Eye of the Nation is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Eye of the Nation is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2026. All rights are reserved.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Eye on the Nation. I'm Leland Miller.
I'm Sally Brown.
And, well, Sunny is again upset about the traffic in the downtown area. And I
West
don't
Bay
know
Street.
what she expects.
West Bay
If
Street.
it rain.
I understand that it rained, but this was my question. Somebody told me that they may have fixed it today. So could y'all let me know in the comments if they actually did fix it, because I'm not sure. But I know this morning it was worse than it was yesterday. The big hole that they cut out now has many little holes in it. I sent a picture. I don't know if they have it. It has many now little holes
Like
in
the
it.
Gremlins.
It's worse.
Yeah.
And I get that
know
it
the
rained.
Gremlins?
I'm ignoring you. And I get that it rained, right?
Yeah.
And so because it rained, obviously I don't feel like they could have gone out there and do any sort of road works in the rain. I get that. But this is what my question is. Before y'all go and start to carry out works of this magnitude, do you check the weather?
No.
I mean, in my little
No one
job,
in the Bahamas checks the weather.
in my little job that doesn't affect literally thousands of people, hundreds of people as they're traversing up and down, before we make any decision on a project, we make sure that we check the weather to make sure that when we start something, that it can be finished.
You suggest
No?
pragmatic behavior.
Because even little me, knows that the weather's going to be bad straight up until Sunday. So I wouldn't have started a big project that I couldn't finish. And you know, the person yesterday who was like, oh, stop complaining. Y'all don't have to sit in traffic an extra hour and a half. Like, I don't think y'all understand how there was someone who just recently moved back here who was living in the States for a while, who was talking about it's crazy the amount of traffic that is on the road. Even going to the Family Island and realizing that you could drive from one point to the next point of an island in the time that it takes to drive 2 miles here in Nassau. It's ridiculous. I'm putting these big holes, these potholes, or starting these roadworks and not finishing them is not helping.
Well, I think they're actually trying to do a lot. I see the Ministry of Works put out a list the other day of, I think, 18 or 17 roadways all being simultaneously paved. I hear the member.
I hope they're doing them at night and not during prime time traffic.
You expect practical.
Yes, I
pragmatism?
absolutely do. I do
No,
not
when
expect
you
those roadworks to
live
be
in
carried
New York,
on at 9 a.m. in the morning. I do not.
That's the absolute best. How else would we frustrate you? How else would we cause your pressure to rise?
Because that's what it is. And you know, babe, we already drive a little iffy.
Right.
Now with raining and the road digger.
Right, and watch it for a tractor before a tractor don't kill you. Yeah.
Look
so-
at these. This is an awful picture because I was kind of mad and trying to hurry up get through. But now the thing has a bunch of little holes in it.
So like little water
at it.
holding gremlins.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's fantastic actually.
And that caused the most traffic. Our producer she said she left home at I don't know what time, after 10. And she said traffic was still on the road because of this thing.
So the English word that pops into my mind is meander. Now you have to learn how to meander past these little.
Hopefully, can someone
do
let me
you
know if they
meander?
fixed it today?
Have you ever meandered?
I don't meander anywhere. Anywhere in Nassau you go, you gotta drive. You cannot meander. You have to drive.
work on your
And you
meandering.
have to be able to drive for you and the other people. Because you're already mad that you're in traffic. Then people starting to drive bad. You have the motorcyclists driving down the middle of the road. The people who think they own the road driving down the middle of the road. The police putting on their siren to come through the traffic. Ain't nowhere for nobody to go. Everybody frustrated. And you wonder why when I reach to work, I have a bad
And
attitude.
not to be outdone, the pedestrians that don't know that cars kill people, that just wouldn't.
They just walk in the road.
Walk right off of the sidewalk.
I don't know. I think
It's a
all
fantastic thing.
I think I agree with you now with
The
the
helicopter?
no, when we was talking about who ain't on drugs, maybe needs to be on drugs. Because I think I need
I have a
something.
convoy.
I need something to calm me down, some ashwagandha or,
Yeah.
you know, all the new things that people taking now to calm them down.
Absolutely.
Because by the time you get to work fighting these people in this traffic,
Yeah. You need something to smoothen you off.
you done curse out everybody. There's no way you getting into heaven anymore. I know for sure I
They
ain't
got your
getting
picture
it.
up by the gate. You see
Yeah.
that? She shall not come nigh this gate.
And it's not going to be a third day of this issue because going the other way is not an option. You'll be in traffic for 5 hours.
Right. I just try to duck that area. I never ever go in that area. It's because the traffic is bad from you past Arawaki. I don't have what it takes. I don't have the mental wherewithal. That's the
Anyway,
jingle.
we have a full day of stories for you guys. I promise you it's more than just our rant. We'll be back right after this.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
We all know there are ways we can help. Your help can go even further. Be an everyday superhero. Donate to Hands for Hunger.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levin Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown.
And so there's a whole lot of things that's been happening in and around Nassau and the island of the Bahamas. Things like sharks that cannot pass piss tests.
Huh?
The shark had the cocaine in his system. How else did they know that unless the shark pee in a cup? Who tests the sharks, Sandy?
Well, you know, there are people out there, marine biologists, whose job it is to track sharks, to track what's going on in the ocean, which is very important to our economy, by the way. And they probably found some cocaine in some sharks.
So let me get this. Two scientists sitting out in a boat said to each other, you know what we should do today? We should test some shark. Hey, fishy, 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 fishy.
No, what they
Shark appears. How do they test the shark for the cocaine?
I assumed that they were testing the shark for a number of things, and cocaine was one of the things, because they didn't just say cocaine. They also said high levels of caffeine. I'm trying to find the story now, because of course, one thing about you, you exaggerate.
Here's the question I'm asking you, right? Do you know how cocaine like has a specific test. So like like in the field when you test drugs, cocaine has a specific formula that you test it in and it reacts, and that's how you know it's cocaine.
Okay,
My
so
question is, why were y'all running cocaine tests on the sharks?
So because they probably knew what was going on. Okay, so this is the story that's happening that he is kind of glossing over. So sharks in Eleuthera specifically have been found to have cocaine. Hey, not too much on Eleuthera now. Cocaine, caffeine, and painkillers in their blood. This is according to a new study that highlights the growing reach of human pollution in Bahamian waters. So it was published by this thing called Environmental Pollution, and they found the contaminants a major concern from shark species that were sampled in and near the island. So the study marks the first reported detection of caffeine and pills in sharks anywhere of the world, and the first report of cocaine in sharks from the Bahamas. So they took blood samples from 85 sharks, including tiger sharks, blacktip sharks, Caribbean reef sharks, Atlantic nerve sharks, and lemon sharks. And they were screened for a wide range of substances, including pharmaceuticals, stimulants, and illicit drugs. So they were found in 28 sharks, specifically the Caribbean reef shark, the Atlantic nerve shark, and the lemon shark.
Now I want to go back to my point.
They were specifically testing for it. Maybe these.
Right. Like I expected, if you go to test sharks, you test them for things like nitrate. You test them for things like salination. You test them for things. What make the scientists say, you know what we should test them for?
Because I assume that there was a high number of incidences with cocaine being trafficked through our waters, and they felt like they needed to test. I don't know. The point is that it is their job. It is their job as marine biologists. And I know you have to make everything funny, but it is very concerning.
It is good. I'm not trying to be funny. Here's the thing.
It is concerning.
Means must always justify end, yes? And all I'm saying is, how do you determine when we leave the lab? We leave the lab today, two scientists go in to save the world. What make us decide that we wanted to test these sharks?
Well, it's a good thing that you're not a marine biologist. Of course, I'm sure that they have data or they have some sort of reasoning for doing what they're doing. It's not in the story, so I cannot answer that question for you. But it goes back to pollution and what we are doing to our waters. And maybe it's a reason we have instances of shark attacks too, because they hide.
That's what I said. See, now you're going into... Maybe the scientists say, you know something? These sharks acting a little strange. You think they on drugs? And then they test the shark for drugs. But I can't just imagine you wake up and your first thought about a shark is, I wonder if the shark is take cocaine.
Anyway.
Because cocaine requires a very specific test.
But it's not just cocaine. They did a wide range, and cocaine was one that was specifically found.
Oh, boy.
So they did a drug test, and cocaine was the drug that was found.
You know what's also interesting? Reef sharks are actually the sharks that people used to eat at one point. So if you were eating reef sharks,
well, I never ate shark.
You never had shark meat?
I've never had shark.
What? It is brilliant.
It does not seem like something.
Brilliant.
It does not seem like something I would want.
Tastes good.
Okay.
Shark meat tastes like Heaven Jubilee. You know what Heaven's Jubilee tastes like?
Okay.
Shark meat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the people say y'all stop polluting the waters, stop putting your cocaine and caffeine and other plastics and stuff in the waters, and the sharks wouldn't be.
But how is that even like? Man, you seem so calm about this. How is that even getting in the water? How is
cocaine getting in the water?
How is caffeine getting in the water?
I guess they throwing it overboard. People are nasty. I don't understand. What do you mean how? People are nasty. Have you not seen what we do to our beaches when we have you not seen what happens when they
So we ain't got
benzonite and boats?
We ain't got sulfurite, you following me? Like all of the things that could contaminate the water, like copper or benzonite.
They're not saying that that's not what's found. They're saying that this was specifically about caffeine and cocaine. They were specifically looking for drugs and stimulants.
Okay.
Specifically. You keep asking a lot of questions. You are not a marine biologist. You swim in the water for a couple of months when he was on the Defense Force. That does not make you an expert in sharks.
Do you know that I wanted to be a marine biologist?
No, it's random.
Yeah, I wanted to be a marine biologist. And then I realized that they do stuff like go test the shark out for cocaine. And I said, you know something? Maybe life in the Defense Force wouldn't be so bad.
Okay.
It's true.
Okay.
I'll prove that to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to document it actually.
All right.
Okay. Where are we going?
Other things making news. I guess the Progressive Liberal Party sent out a poll yesterday that had people. I guess, up in arms, depending on who it is that you trust from who you don't trust. So this is a new poll that shows that the PLP is leading, and if election was called today, that the PLP would win. And Davis is the most trusted to lead on the economy and creating opportunities. So this was sent out last night by the Progressive Liberal Party. So this is what the release said. A new national survey of Bahamian voters shows the Progressive Liberal Party holding a clear lead over the other parties, with Prime Minister Philip Davis, being the most trusted leader. So y'all trust him more than y'all trust the leaders of any of the other parties. Now, while the results from this poll is in favor of the PLP, there are some other things that are very concerning. For example, so this is how the poll went. So it was conducted from February 12th through the 24th among 805 Bahamians nationwide. So they wanted to find out from the voters which party they would vote for if an election was held today. 38% said the PLP. 18% said the FNM, 12% said the COI, and 29% of people are undecided. That is a huge number. That is more people undecided than the COI and the FNM. No, not combined. Well, yeah, but it's almost the same number.
But voting blocks usually turn out about 70%, so that's not, you know what I mean? Usually 70% voter turnout isn't a bad number.
And is nobody concerned that the FNM and the COI only 6 points away from each other?
But certainly Michael Dentad might be a little concerned.
I would be concerned. I mean, 6%. The PLP got 38% of the votes. The FNM 18. The COI got 12.
Yeah.
And 29% of people, which is higher than, like I said, the FNM and the COI say.
So now here is where they win. Where they win is they now go and target that group there, because they could add 15, which would be half of that 29, to either their 18 or their 12. That puts them right in the running for guaranteed second place.
So how do they do that, especially with the time that seems to be, you know, time seems to be running out?
You just target people. So what you do is when you go on the campaign trail, you say, you voting? No. Who? Why not? I think it can make no difference. That's the guy you want to campaign. You voting? Yeah. Who you voting for? I voting PLP, honey. You just walk right past him. You voting? Who you voting for? I voting for the FNF. You just, and so you spend less time campaigning those people who have already made up their mind, because what you know is it's now a shotgun race, right? We have about 6 weeks to go before it's election. You can't waste time on people that have already made up their mind.
Now, when asked who was seen to be best for the economy between the PLP, the FNM, or the COI, 44% of people said that they would choose the PLP. 14% said that they would choose the FNM, and 11% said they would choose the COI. Again, another big number. 31% of people say they are undecided. And that's still just a short number between the FNM and the COI. That's
an even smaller number.
It is. It's a 3% difference. And which party they think create more opportunities for Bahamians? 41% said the PLP. 15% said the FNM. 15% also said the COI. And 29% is undecided. I'm a little concerned about a party that's been around forever, almost running head and head with a party that just reached.
But a party who don't even have a real name. The party don't
now,
even
please
have
stop
a real
saying
name.
they don't have a real name.
The party?
Please stop saying they don't have a real name.
I say that. Webster say that. Webster say that these two things cannot coexist.
If I was the FNM, I would be very concerned. I mean, obviously, you know, it also depends on who conducted the study, right? Because they didn't say who conducted the study. They did have a response. I'm trying to quickly send the response to the producer so she could put it up on the screen for you guys, so y'all could see what the FNM said in response to this. So this is what the statement finished saying. The findings show that Bahamians recognize the progress underway and trust the PLP to keep moving the country forward. If you want to know, they said the survey was conducted by the public domain.
Isn't that on Wale Those?
Is it who?
Isn't that on Wale Those? On Wale, does that public? Is that a public domain?
I'm not sure.
Okay, go on.
Oh, I think they're trying to get your attention.
Oh, we're going to the live remote?
In the middle
Is that
of...
now? Hello, live remote.
That's right. It is us, the Beat Squad. Yeah, man, we are still out here doing our thing. And as you know, it's Thursday with Alive. You know what that means? It's time to connecto with Unecto. That's what we're doing. And right now, it's all about Alive right here at the Southwest Plaza. Listen, we are having a dandy. And it is Thursday, and they are giving away things, I tell you. All right, I had to say things because they're so nice. They ain't just things. They are things. I met with the lovely Shay, the marketing extraordinaire. First of all, I often forget how much I love your sales and marketing team. I see y'all have all the pros out here today in this one spot having a good time. And what I love is every time somebody comes to win and spin on this wheel, y'all turn into a full-fledged cheer squad. And I love that because y'all genuinely want people to come out here and win something on this Connecto with Unecto Day.
Yes, we really, really do. We love reminding customers why it's good to be alive and why we want them to continue to be alive customers. And for those persons who aren't alive customers, we're showing you why you need to be an alive.
I know what they're doing, but okay.
You know, some people just be lost sometimes, but you still have time to find your way home, okay? So yes, we are here today for Unecto Day. And of course, when you come in and you purchase a Unecto device or you purchase a plan or pay your bill, you can spin our wheel and win something very, very exciting. Just not long ago, we had a young girl. She came in with her mom. They paid an Alive fiber bill, and she was so shy to spin the wheel. And she went right there, and she won a Unecto Bolt 10. She walked away with a phone today. I'm so happy for her. Congratulations to you, young girl, whoever you were. But if you wanted to know how much those devices are today, you've been hearing about the deals. You can get a Unecto device today for under $150. That's if you're an existing customer. And if you want to port over to us, yes, you want to come home and be on the best network, you can actually get a device for as low as $0. Okay?
You heard it. $0.
$0 if you come in today. Now, while we are stationed here today doing the giveaways, these deals are available at all of our live locations.
So listen, doesn't matter where you are. If you're somewhere closer to the western side, if you're deeper in the east, you go to the Alive store that is going to be most convenient for you. And if this, of course, yes, does translate for our family islanders. Y'all know Alive is never going to leave y'all out, all right? So listen, we are here at the Southwest Plaza. We definitely want you to come on down. We definitely want you to, pay your bill. Maybe, purchase a phone. Get one of the plans that they have for you at 15 or the 45 and get yourself a chance to spin and win, all right? Y'all know it is another Thursday with Alive, so it's all about getting a Connecto with Unecto. And the Beat Squad is going to be down here for a little bit longer, but doors are open until, 6 p.m. tonight?
6 o'clock, the doors will close, so get in here today.
Come on down, folks. We'll be waiting on you. Southwest Plaza, it is all about Alive.
It's gonna be fun.
So for whoever down there at Alive, y'all could hook me up with a cell phone because I definitely need one.
Absolutely.
But back to
one of whatever she's having.
But back to what we were actually talking about, this study that was done by Public Domain. I did send a producer the response from the FNM. Y'all could put it up, but the FNM, they didn't slap up at all. They didn't send out no big press release. This is all they said. Do we have it?
Did you say the dun 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 dun?
Sorry, you do it then.
Dun 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 dun.
Didn't work for you either.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe this TV is not a good TV.
There it is. A fisherman never calls their fish stink. Nice try. Ring the bell.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like when Bahamians say your great grandma.
Yeah, but you know what? I do think that I don't think that there was anything untoward about the poll, but I do think that if the poll did not go in their favor, we would have never known a poll was conducted.
Absolutely.
That's how I feel.
Absolutely.
We've had polls from them before, but I honestly believe that they released the information from the poll because it was in their favor.
Yeah.
But if it was not in their favor, we would have not even known that this poll was conducted.
How often does the pollie tell you about the poll? Hey, anybody saw this poll right here that they took this very impartial poll that was taken by an impartial group that is not associated with our group in any way? I've never seen it work that way.
Well, anyway, that's what they said. So if you want to believe the poll, the PLP is going to win the election by a big margin. Because
certainly the opposition is going to share a margin.
Right. And one of the things that I think everybody has been continuing is saying, while I do not think the COI will win any seats, I definitely do think that they will take a lot of the votes away from both parties. And the undecideds are very big. People who are not sure who they are going to vote for is a huge number.
Unless they are so undecided that they don't show up to the poll.
Which has happened before. The last election was a low voter turnout. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But in gearing up for the election season, the F&M finally ratified their last two candidates
Praise
last
the
night.
Lord.
I thought they were going to do it at the launch of... what did
No,
they
I
call
think he
it?
still needed more time. I mean, the campaign launch.
Yeah, the campaign launch is on Saturday, isn't it? Or Friday or Saturday?
No, I think they wanted to make sure that whenever they do the campaign launch, they have all of the people in place. And so I'm not surprised that they did it right ahead of it.
Okay.
Plus, they need something to put them back in the news cycle. When is the last time they've been in the news cycle?
We talked about them. We're going to talk about them today with the whole passport thing.
Precisely. But before this passport fiasco, when were they?
GBPA.
That was 2 weeks ago.
And then...
and nor was that in their favor.
You did not say anything positive. You
Yeah.
said, when was the last time?
Yeah,
and I'm telling you, when...
So they did this so that they could get back in the news cycle. Because you have to be in the news cycle. An election is 5 weeks away.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it 5, 6?
By the way, the F&M also said, instead of focusing on the rising cost of food, electricity, and gas prices, this is what government won't waste their time
they're
on.
busy looking at foolishness.
This poll.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they did ratify two more of their candidaes last night. Do you want to tell the people who it is?
Michael Clifton Pintard.
And which seat was he?
Round of applause.
Who do you want me to...
Marco City.
Okay, I'm not saying tell the people.
And J.
I've been
Leo
doing all
Ferguson.
that talking. You can tell the people.
And J. Leo Ferguson and for my card, who says that John Lee Ferguson is looking down on him.
We do have some clips from the ratification that we'll play for you guys when we come back. That means
John
it's
Lee
time
took
for
the
us to go
torch
to the
in
break.
2002, and now his son will take it in 2026. I'm telling you, my car is gone. So claims Mr. Ferguson.
We'll be back right after this.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
So you want a space. But not just any space. You need something with a little more potential. So how about 1,000 square feet of room to play with? Superb audio and video production capability, digital LED wall, full lighting grid, and about 124 seats to accommodate a full studio audience with so many other features. Make us your home for your next concert, conference, and so much more. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. Here at ILTV Studios, we'd love to bring your next event to life. So what do you say? Do you want our space?
Hey, it's time to lock in your vote.
Your vote is your power.
With the new boundaries in place, you may need to transfer or confirm your voter registration.
And if you have never registered or didn't plan to vote,
don't get left out on one of the most important decisions of your future.
Make sure when election day comes, you're ready to say,
your say, your vote, your choice.
Have you registered to vote? Join us February 18th, 2026 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at ILTV Studios on University Drive.
It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck!
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levin Miller.
And I'm Sandy Brown.
Yeah.
And we left off telling you that the Free National Movement last night ratified their last two candidates, so they have a full slate of candidates now to run in the
Clifton Pintard.
to next general election. Well, we know Pintard, so let's start with the other one that we don't know. He's
J. Leo Ferguson.
who seems to be, he's a newcomer to politics.
He is a newcomer.
He seems like big. When I
He
saw him
is a-
standing on side of, he seems like a...
He's a man of great stature.
So yeah, he said last night during the ratification that he believes that the issues impacting Mike Howe, which is a constituency that he's going to be running in, are air traffic concerns, water issues, adequate cellular services, and he said there's easy fixes, and these are things that he plans on addressing if he is elected. He's going up against PLP's Ronell Ambrista. Do you know who the COI's candidate is? Okay, I was just asking. I thought you might want to know. But we do have a clip so you guys can meet him for yourselves. This is J. Leo Ferguson.
Dun, 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 dun.
These things that what you speak of, the airline issue, I think these are easy fixes. Because if you are the third airlift into the Mike Howe constituency, you literally eliminate the problem of that the flight is always full. The water problem in Lovely Bay, in Chester's. The portable water in Selena Point, no phone service in Selena Point. See, but these things can be fixed. So it's no sense to stand up here and just cry about what needs to be done, and we just have to go out and do it.
Yeah.
Okay, he seems passionate.
That's what you call that?
Yeah, he seems
I
passionate.
thought he was going to beat up somebody. Don't tell me about what the problem is. We just need to go there and get these things done. I love it. It's so forceful.
He seems very passionate. Good luck to him. That's all
And when
I'm
you
saying.
call the corporation and you say, BTC, we ain't have no phone cable in this area, and BTC say, you only had none there for 66 years. You think one coming today? What you could do, beat them up? He sound like he might.
Anyway, good luck.
Bring me a phone line.
What is going on with you?
That's what I suspect is going to happen.
He was passionate. It was his, it was his night. I mean, but he shared the night with
Where were you
Pintard.
running to
But it
just
was
now?
his. I was trying to figure out why you stomach. You okay?
I just trying to show you all, it's just so forceful. I love it. It's perfect. Do you know, force sometimes is the only way to get anything done, believe that or not. It works. Force always works.
Anyway, the party's leader, Michael Pintard, he also
Was ratified.
was last night. I see that he went, unless it was an old video, but
Don't
I'm
you
sure
feel
he,
electrified?
why would I feel it?
Titillated even? Aren't you just bursting with effervescence and excitement? Is it spilling out of you?
Something is going on with him. While we figure out what's happening with him, can we show the people what Michael Pintard said last night?
And we have created a culture in Marco City that we wish to see throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. We serve Bahamians of all political stripes. That's the reputation that we have. And so what we need is to end the level of tribalism that exists in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and to find leaders who are prepared to work for all citizens. That's what I've done with the team in Marco City. That's what we hope to do in the rest of the Bahamas if we're going to deliver better for Bahamians. That's what must happen.
You ever hear someone talk and you say, huh?
Yeah.
Like, I heard him.
Tribalism.
I don't know what it is. I just do not get inspired by him when he speaks.
No? You don't feel
I don't.
vivified?
I don't. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's gonna, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't get inspired.
Yeah.
I think the other guy I liked. Not saying that I don't like him. I just didn't get, like, as the leader of the party, I felt like I should have felt
You didn't
something.
feel the rally?
You didn't feel it?
No.
Well, they had a packed house last night, so obviously that there are lots of FNMs that do feel it.
Okay.
And congratulations to them for finally ratifying, and they are having their launch this weekend. I think
Now the chairman could say things to the leader of the PLP like, Ring the bell and see how serious we are.
They could have always rang the bell, though.
Remember the statement he made last week when I tell you he can't make that statement because you don't have all your candidates ratified.
Yeah, but maybe they just was giving up those seats.
You think they could win that much? You see what the thing say?
The poll, they say fishermen don't call they fish stink. The poll, they said, the FNM say don't listen to the poll.
Yeah.
That ain't making no sense. That is not true.
The poll say you all out of breath trying to get away from Lincoln. That's what it say. That Lincoln running you all so close, you all can't catch your all breath trying to get away from Lincoln.
Lincoln have ratified all their candidates long time.
Okay, must be 10 weeks ago.
And according to the poll, Lincoln and the COI and the FNM ain't too far.
And Lincoln's so serious, he could lose 2 and find 2 new COI candidates in the morning.
Yeah, but the difference between the FNM and the COI is we sure the FNM can get seats. COI, not too much.
What you mean? What you mean?
Who?
You say Dr. McIver? You like Dr. McIver?
Yeah, I like her, but that doesn't mean she's going to get the seat.
You ain't voting for Dr. McIver?
Kalani is going to be one of the most hard-fought constituencies.
You ain't voting for Dr. McIver?
Independent, FNM, PLP, and COI?
You ain't voting for Dr. McIver?
I hope she gets her deposit back.
You ain't voting for Dr. McIver?
Anyway, the story that everybody was talking about today, this passport fiasco that's been going on. Like, y'all know how anybody who's been listening to the show from the beginning knows that I've been trying to get a passport. Literally, from this show started, I've been trying to get my passport, and it has been one of the most difficult processes I have ever had to go through. So every time I hear about how easy it is for people to get fraudulent documents in order to get passports, I am bewildered. Because
my Jane child could get one.
I literally, and this isn't me getting a passport for the first time. This is me getting a new passport because I accidentally washed my last passport.
And at your age, you should have at least had the 6 passports.
And I have. I had my, with Bahamian children, we had our first passport when we were babies, right? So this is like have to be my 5th or something passport. And I had to carry everything, even tell them where my mommy navel string was buried in order to get my passport renewed. But according to Pintard, all kind of people live out here with these fraudulent documents.
Some people just could go get passport.
Well, so this started last night in the House of Assembly when Michael Pintard brought up that he had this list, and he claims that on this list there were 250 people who were being investigated or who should have been being investigated for fraudulent passports. So that caused an uproar in the House of Assembly yesterday. With them saying, like, this isn't true. Like, where y'all getting this information from? There was a back and forth between the speaker, and then at some point, the prime minister had to speak. Then at some point, William Monroe spoke as the Minister of National Security, and then today they had a press conference. So tell me where you want me to start.
Well, let's start at the House of Assembly, because I thought that was the most entertaining bit of it all. I think the speaker, she stuck to her guns yesterday and said, hey, I'm not just going to let you frivolously sling information in the air in a place where you know you're protected by privilege. Either you are going to lay that document on the table, or I'm expunging it from the record.
And he eventually did lay it on the table. So I guess we're going to go to that, the back and forth.
Let's go to the House of Assembly.
Let's start with that.
Bahamian identification documents back under scrutiny tonight in Parliament, with the opposition leader, Michael Pintard, raising some fresh concerns about the security and integrity of passports, NIB cards, and voter IDs. Our Laurentia Smith has the details tonight.
Allegations tonight from the opposition that hundreds of fraudulent Bahamian documents are now under investigation. Opposition leader Michael Pintard claiming that more than 200 cases involving fake passports, NIB cards, and voter cards have been flagged. He made the assertion during his contribution to financial legislation in the House of Assembly on Wednesday.
We believe with close to 300 names on it. I brought some of those names, Madam Speaker. I brought a list, Madam Speaker, with at least 74 names of persons who are being investigated, Madam Speaker, who have been issued fraudulently, Madam Speaker, passport. 8 of the names, Madam Speaker, we double-check, 8 of the names are on the register. 8 of the names remain on the register.
This is not the first time Pintard has raised concern about the integrity of the passport system. Last year, he alleged that a package of unaccompanied Bahamian passports was discovered on a Bahamas Air flight heading to Haiti. However, those claims were never substantiated. Despite that, he questioned how the Prime Minister could categorize an issue as isolated, given what he described as a scale of the problem. Earlier this month, Prime Minister Philip Davis maintained that the Bahamian passport remains credible internationally, despite recent court matters involving fraudulent documents. Tensions also surfacing in the House, with House Speaker Patricia DeVoe calling for Pintard to substantiate his claims or have them struck from the record.
The Speaker is speaking. You don't worry about what sign I'm making. But let me say this to you. Be careful how we manage these people and these entities. Bahamians work in these entities, and very good ones. So don't call these things out if you're not willing to put up the facts.
National Security Minister Wayne Munroe also responding, defending the system and addressing the allegations.
When she suspected that people registered in houses that were abandoned, she took the names, she took the locations. The parliamentary commissioner investigated and removed them. And there's a difference between somebody forging a passport, and Madam Speaker, I have my passport, and any Bahamian could look at it and see with the security features why it's so easy to recognize somebody who tries to replicate it, because it's nearly impossible. And the fact that the forgeries are caught easily is a sign that the system works.
Pintard, meanwhile, warning that stronger safeguards are needed, saying the opposition will continue to raise concerns until the system is fixed and corruption rooted out.
My question to them is, what would the Free National Movement have done differently were they the government presently? Here's the thing. Here's what's happening now.
Okay.
The passport is an actual legitimate passport that the people have obtained through the legitimate authority, which is the passport office, by the authority or under the authority of the chief passport officer. There's nothing fake about the passport.
No.
The problem, therefore, brethren, cannot be
the passport. This is
or the passport office.
No, this is okay. This is a lot to break down, and we still have a lot of clips and a lot more information because from last night to today, a lot of information was disseminated, right? So based on what Pintard just said in the House, what I understood was, and from the Wayne Munroe's response, was that yes, there are some instances where fraudulent documents are being investigated.
Yes.
And they have been turned over to the relevant authorities. Yes. So wouldn't that mean that the system at the passport office works?
Yes.
Because they are now catching whatever fraudulent documents, whether it be marriage certificates, birth certificates, fake affidavits, whatever it is, they are catching it before a passport is given.
Correct.
Right?
And that's the exact point that I think the minister was trying to make. But again, it is like I said yesterday. You cannot chide me about doing something that is already being done. The passport office is already catching the people that try to falsely obtain legitimate passports.
Right.
This ain't somebody home in their mommy kitchen making passports. No, these are passports that come out of the passport office with the chip and the signature. It's not the passport or the passport office. It is every step prior to that.
And that is what I don't understand, because I had to go through all of those steps. Right? In getting
You don't know no fraudulent people?
I want to ask these people if they, I want to ask these
the
people
problem is all you know is legitimate
I
people.
had to go through all of these steps before I had to do it. And I had to get a picture signed from someone to say that it was me.
Yes.
I look exactly how I look in the picture. I'm standing before the person,
Yes. And that's
I
how
had to get it.
That's how they're able to certify. They're able to look at you and look at the picture
and then flip
say,
it
"You know
over and
something?
get the signature.
This person and this picture are one and the same. This is a true likeness of a woman named Francesca
And that is
Lolita
exactly what they have.
Brown.
Don't upset me. But so to me, it seems like the passport office is getting the brunt of it when it should be the documents that reach before there. So is it, and this is a question that I wish was asked, so is it the NIB documents that y'all are finding to be fraudulent? Is it marriage certificates? Is it birth certificates? Is it affidavits coming from certain justice of the pieces. Like, because what the passport office is saying is, hey, when it gets here, we stop the process and we turn it over to the police, which is what Pintard is talking about. These matters that are under investigation.
Right. And he's also talking about some people actually being allowed to be on the register as a
He
consequence.
said 8 of them
of
or
having
something.
these fraudulent- right.
Well, the Prime Minister did respond to him.
Let's go
So
to that.
let's play the Prime Minister's response to him, and then we'll go into what the Chief Passport Officer had to say about all of this.
Well, Prime Minister Philip Davis also responding in Parliament today to those concerns raised by the opposition leader Michael Pintard. Davis urging the opposition leader to formally report any alleged irregularities rather than, as he put it, turning the issue into a theatrical performance.
And I just want the member for Marco City to heed the advice of the former Prime Minister, Hubert Ingram. All this jumping and shouting about names on the register that shouldn't be on the register. Well, if he knows that, the law sets out a procedure for him to deal with it. If you not agree with it, you could even take it to the court as well. The guardrails are there. Why jump up and running up and down if you know that I am seeing issues as well, but I'm not jumping up and saying, well, I send the information to the parliamentary commissioner with the evidence I have, and say, look, this person, and then they are to investigate it.
Davis suggesting tonight that Pintard may be more interested in a personal agenda rather than the truth and real solutions.
But it seems to me that all of this is just hysteria and theatrics, to desperation, and it's trying to build a case for when this bell rings and when this result comes. He can say, see, I was telling you about these things. Well, running out there, coming in here, making hysteria or fear, but Bahamian people know, They understand this. See, we're not a big country with millions of people where we don't know one another and we don't know what's going on. So you have to stop people understanding, know what he's doing.
So basically, what the Prime Minister is saying is, look, Mr. Pintard, Michael, Mikey
Runks.
If you have evidence that these people are on the register, these 8 people that he says who have these fraudulent documents, go to the authorities, go to the Parliamentary Registration Department. Because that's what he said, if I find a problem, I go straight to them.
Yeah, I still Harrison.
Why are you coming in here and telling us if you have the evidence?
Right.
Now, he could be doing both. He didn't say whether or not he did carry it, but I would have assumed if the Prime Minister is making those allegations, it means that he didn't.
Right.
So he's like, okay, so what's your point? If you coming in here to tell me...
I don't investigate. What you tell me for?
And he said it so dry, too.
Yeah.
Like, he was just like, he looked like he was tired. He was ready to come out.
But you come in here jumping up and down. You jump up and down with this hysteria. And you hear Ingram say, ain't nothing you can do with this. And you just go tell Harrison Thompson.
But it really is a question, though. Did he go and report it to the relevant authorities? These
I don't
8
know,
people
but you
that
see
he
they're
says
also
on the
calling
register.
for Harrison Thompson to resign, which is funny because in the last 5 elections, or 4 elections at least, we continue to call for the resignation of the parliamentary commissioner. And my question is, I don't know if or when we will ever get a parliamentary commissioner whose resignation they don't call for. You remember they called for Mr. Hall's resignation, and they called for, what is the name of the man?
I cannot remember.
Mr. Smith? Chucky Smith. They called for his resignation. Then they called for Nevada Duncanson's resignation. Now they call him for... That just seems to be the bell. You just ask for the parliamentary commissioner to resign, and without any real reason, right? As if we aren't using a slate system almost. I think the parliamentary commissioner's office has its challenges. But I mean, from what I can see, it appears as though Mr. Thompson has been doing his best to stay ahead of the curve on this whole registration thing.
Well, we do have to put a pin in that. We do have to go back to Justmo at a live for a quick minute, and then we'll come back and we'll go back to this passport conversation.
Hello.
That's right, the Beat Squad is still here doing our thing, and today is Thursday, so you know that means it's all about Alive, and it's all about getting you connecto with UNECTO. That's right, that's what we're doing for you right here at the Southwest Plaza. I've been here with Shay all afternoon, and we've been having a ball. First of all, the music is slamming, the gifts are giving, and UNECTO is getting you connecto, really and truly, all right? So let the folks know what's going on across the nation this Thursday, next Thursday, and for the foreseeable Thursdays of UNECTO future. Let us know exactly how we can get everybody connected with UNECTO.
So today is the second to last Thursday that we'll be doing in-store activation. So today, if you came down to the Southwest Plaza location, you were able to, of course, purchase those great deals on UNECTO devices. Or if you purchased a plan, paid a bill, that's Alive Fiber, or if you paid your postpaid bill, you were able to spin the wheel and win tons of prizes. We had smartwatches, earbuds, we've got mugs, water bottles, and someone even walked away with a brand new phone.
They did, I seen it.
They sure did. So if you missed today and you want to come on out and have some fun with us, we will actually be at our Harbor Bay location next week. That's the 26th. We'll be there from 3 to 5. And this time it'll be a little different. If you come out that day, you're going to be able to shoot your shot. Not with any of the persons who work there. No. That's not what we're doing. What you're going to be able to do, though, is, you know, it's March, which means it's March Madness. So we're going to have a basketball hoop setup. You're going to come out, and yes, you make your purchase. We're going to give you a chance to shoot some hoops. And when you get that basketball through that hoop, then you'll be able to win some prizes, okay? So that's what's going on. And, of course, if you didn't know, while we will be pulling up on next Thursday, starting tomorrow, though, for the rest of the month, you can actually get deals on all devices. So today was the next day, but the end of the month, from tomorrow until the 31st, we're actually celebrating March Madness with mad deals at all of our locations across the Family Islands. And of course, to close out the month of March, you can also meet us at Southern Recreational Grounds on Saturday, March 28th from 11 to 3. If you don't know where that is, if you know where Purity Bakery is, or the Anglican Church on Market Street, yes. Right across the road will be set up out there. We're going to have treats and sweets for the kids. We're going to have free food out there while supplies last. We're going to have a gaming tournament, a video game tournament going on as well. And the purpose of that activation, of course, is to get persons to migrate to Alive Fiber. We've been doing that for quite some time. You know, persons have been complaining, you know, you're decommissioning our areas. That's because everybody has to eventually move from Rev to Live Fiber. So we'll be out there next Saturday. We're making it fun, though. We're making it fun, out with the old, in with the new, better service, faster service, better quality. We'll be out there, so if you want to come down, especially the Bain and Grandstown community, we're coming to you. Meet us out there next Saturday, 11 to 3. Dasquay is going to be hosting, so you know it's about to be a good time. So Alive is doing a lot of things for the end of March. March Madness, UNECTO deals, and we hope to see you next Saturday.
And don't forget, this is always nationwide, folks. We don't leave anybody out. So if you're not in Nassau, if you're under the sound of my voice, you're watching the TV at home, if you're in Freeport, if you're in Luther, wherever you are, go into your nearest Alive store and take advantage of the March Madness deals that are going to be going on starting tomorrow for the rest of the month, all right? But if you're under the sound of my voice right now and you're in the Southwest Plaza area, come on down until 6 p.m. Connecto with UNECTO, all right? I'm up out of here. That's our time for the day, but the store will remain open, and you know it's always a great time to be alive.
All right, we're back.
All right, it's a great time to be alive.
Indeed, you could get
Connecto with UNECTO. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. I even lost track of where we were. Oh, we were talking about, the Prime Minister was like, if you have the evidence, just go and eat. And you know, I have no problem with him grandstanding, can I say, because it is election time and he does want to make himself be seen. Sure. You know, and
I think he's using the wrong tools though. Like, so go and stand up on the platform of the Parliament or somewhere outside. No, not in the Parliament. No one watches that. Like, make
no, but it made the news. It made the news.
Right, so make news. Right?
No, but see, he tried that before without doing it in Parliament. Remember when he said that there was a plane that was found with a bunch of passports on it? Stage. And then, right, I'm saying, you say, don't say it in Parliament. He did say it. Yeah. And it went nowhere because I think the airport released a statement. the Ministry of Foreign Affairs
shot
released a
that guy
statement.
to
The
the sky.
Passport Office released. Everybody released a statement to say we have no idea what this man is talking about.
Yeah.
So now this time when he had the information, he took it to.
But he's protected by privilege.
Yeah, he took it to.
But I also
the
thought I
House.
want to commend the Speaker of the House of Assembly for one thing and one thing in particular. As somebody that has had some opportunity to work in the public service, she understands what these kinds of utterances do to morale. And she said, listen, man, Bahamians work in these places, hard-working Bahamians, and you can't just come here with these unsubstantiated claims and you just scurrilously spew them off into the parliament because you know you're protected by privilege.
I get that.
Do not do that to public servants.
I get that.
I want to commend her for that.
Yes and no, because for these fraudulent documents to be out there, Bahamians who working in the public service are involved in it.
Yeah, but what you'd be talking about is a
small number, but they are still
like an iota.
And I'm not saying that, but these fake documents are coming from somewhere.
Sure.
They're not sitting in their houses making these fake.
No,
they
I
might
agree.
be.
I agree.
I don't know. But these fake documents are coming from somewhere. So Bahamians are assisting these people with getting these fake documents.
Yes, but
Do
by
I
and
think
large.
it is the majority of them? Of course not.
Right.
But it is something that he needed to bring to light. The Passport Office responded today. I don't know if I didn't think we have time to do
I
it
also
right
know
now,
that the
'cause we soon going to break,
yeah,
so we'll
plus
do
the
that
minister
after.
is supposed to be doing a press briefing at 6:30. I'm advised, and he will lay out the finding. I don't know why the commissioner isn't doing it, but he apparently, I understand, is supposed to lay out the findings of the investigations regarding this whole passport debacle.
Well, I think, and we're going to play the some of the clips from the press conference for you guys, and then some of the statements that were also sent when we come back from the break. But I think that we're focusing a lot on the Passport Office and not on the documents and where the documents coming from before they get to the Passport
Yeah, I
Office.
think the Registrar General's office needs a bit of
An
shaking
investigation,
up. A
absolutely.
little bit of shaking up.
But
The jingle means we're going to the break.
yeah, so we'll be
The
back
jingle means we're going to the break.
right after this.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Edenwell has expanded their testing menu. We now offer blood work, drug screening, and so much more. Our hours of operation are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., located on 11 Madera Street. We are here for all of your laboratory needs, with fast and reliable lab work done by our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Let us help you take the needed steps to stay in the know about your health. Let's keep working towards a healthier you. Stay Eden well.
Okay, guys, this is what we doing today. We training for the bounce back. This 150K payday. Y'all ready? Yes. Y'all sweating today. Give me a 2 ball. 10. Give me another 2 ball. 15. You spin, right? It don't look so. It's 10K. Name these games after me.
Food Dragon.
Food Dragon.
Cinema Classic.
Cinema Classic.
Yeah. Put that parlay in. Put that in. You know, Jalen Brunson disappointed us last time. You want to walk for this or you want to run for this? Good pace. Good pace. Not too much water. Put it down. Let's go.
It's the Bounce Back 150K payday. Big wins for 10 weeks straight. 15K every week. 10K to a lucky winner. Visit islandluck.com for more info. Island Luck. Winners live here. It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levin Miller.
I'm Sandra. I was laid off just now, so comfortable in this chair. I forgot we was
Don't you
coming
wanna
back.
reach?
Well, that's because my foot is up and comfortable, not on the box that you gave me, by the way. Because you gave the producer the box and I never got it back.
You can ask me nothing but no box, miss. I didn't tell you that.
I just putting it out there. But anyway, we're continuing our conversation with this passport fiasco. And honestly, the question that I ended with, and I really feel like this is not being focused on and talked about enough, is where these fraudulent documents are coming from before they get to the passport office. Like, people are talking about the passports, but nobody's talking about the fact that the documents before they got to the passport office were fraudulent.
Sure.
So if you're going to do an investigation, can we start from there straight through?
No, absolutely. And here's the thing, right? So there was one thing that I heard from the passport officer today that I'm not sure why we're still saying that, because I know that there is a ruling of the court by His Learned Lordship Ian Windus, Chief Justice of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, that went all the way to the Privy Council that says how nationality is to be determined in this country, right? So I still hear him saying things like the marital status of the parent may have affected the citizenship of the child, blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't know when are we going to figure that out, because there is a ruling of the court that says that that shouldn't be held against me as an impediment. But even in, and the reason I mention that is because I guess that new sector creates some ambiguity for some people, right?
I think because from what I understand, a lot of the documents from what he was saying was like fake marriage certificates or marriage certificates that they had to question because they said that they got married out of the country, but then they have records that the person was still in the country. So it seems as though they were questioning the documents, and that is how some of these matters came under investigation.
Right.
So they did have a press conference today. The chief passport officer, he spoke, and I can say very eloquent. I feel like everything he said I understood. It wasn't a bunch of big words. I think that he broke it down very well. But I also think that you're able to speak well when you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
Like when you're not.
And when you know the facts.
When you know the facts, and he came out and he said, this is what's happening. Yes, matters are under investigation, but it's not a bad thing. The fact that we have these matters under investigation means that we caught it.
Means the system works.
Right, and he said, and we've already turned these over to the police. He said, and we don't build it, like we don't wait until we get 50 and then turn it over to the police. We do it
case
one by
case.
one,
Yeah.
case by case. And now they're up to 90 something, I think that he said. Anyway,
But
we're
over
gonna just play.
400,000, 90 ain't a bad number.
Let's play the clip, and then we'll talk a little bit about what he had to say.
A passport, if the evidence in the system, which can't be removed, says that they're not entitled, and that's the real technical purpose of us doing this exercise. So that list only shows that we're doing our jobs. So I don't understand. You have to help me understand the rest.
You briefly touched on it just now, but a lot of persons are also concerned, not just about putting those before the courts who received the fraudulent document, but perhaps those, say, bad actors who are helping perhaps these persons get
That's the important of putting it to the police. If we don't put it forward to the police job is to investigate that aspect of it. Our job is to identify if it doesn't go to the police, they can investigate who all is involved. And you've seen before, passport staff have been charged, right? And that investigation was allowed to continue. And that is the process. And that's what we have to encourage. We have to encourage these processes to be concluded. You want these people to be charged, because along the way, that's how you're going to find out who all is involved. And we need to weed that out of our system in its entirety, right? So this is a step towards us doing the right thing. Where we have to look at is when you see there's no one being charged or no fraud coming about, that's when you really need to question the system. Fraud is on the rise worldwide. No one is exempted. No agency is exempted. So when you see no cases of fraud, no one being charged or held accountable, what does that mean? That means they're slipping through the cracks. So this is evident that our policy, our position, our work is working. This means we are holding the people accountable, and let's bring them to justice. That's what we all should want, right?
And so,
and I
the
agree
system
with
works.
him. Yeah, he's saying that, listen, now, right, the system in the passport office might work, but some system is not working.
Right.
Because it shouldn't be 90-something cases that's supposed to be now passed on to the, police.
What I did take away from him is, I take no responsibility for anything happening anywhere else. What I basically heard him saying is, you can guarantee when it reach here,
we can send it to the police.
sending it to the police.
Right. Now, he said, now it's up to the police whether somebody gets charged. But he said, listen, even when it came to us, we charged for our own people when we felt like they were involved in something they shouldn't have been involved in.
And that investigation was able to go all over.
Right. And so he's saying that, listen, that list with Pintard have with 200 plus, I know where that list come from. But he on his own with that list. But I could tell you that we have a list with some 85 suspected fraud cases on it that we have passed over to the police. So it is now under investigation.
Yeah. And what I thought was a good walkaway point was, y'all should be very afraid when y'all don't hear about situations like these, because that means they getting past me. The fact that y'all could have all this hullabaloo in the news means they can't get past me.
But this is the question that I have too, and that I guess I've not been alluding to it, I've been outright saying it. Are there also going to be investigations into other departments? Because these fraudulent document situations is not the first, second, third, or fourth time. Every time you open a paper, you watch Eyewitness News, you listen to the news, you hear about someone being charged before the courts when it comes to fraudulent documents. But you only hear about the person who has the document. There was a man that was charged before the courts. He had a fake NIB card, a fake birth certificate, and the passport was real, but he was able to get the real passport with the fake NIB card and the fake birth certificate. But then you don't hear about any investigation that's going on in those ministries, in those, to find out who helping them. Because they're not getting them by themselves. I don't think that they may be smart enough to be sitting in their basement, well, not basements, home doing it themselves, but I mean, somebody is helping them. Well, you know, we've heard stories of women. I know I did a story when I was in news of a woman who went to register her baby and to come to find out that she was married. Because somebody in the registrar's office married her off to someone that she didn't even know. And then to make it worse, she couldn't register her baby in her husband's name. In the baby daddy's name. She had to put the baby in the husband's name or pay for a divorce for a marriage that she didn't even have. But I haven't heard of anybody from there being charged with anything or any investigation being carried out. Have you?
No, I haven't. But I will say this, though. The reason why those things are permitted to go on as long as they are permitted to go along is because the people who we do charge aren't prepared to talk, right? And because they know that they will simply be deported.
Well, they're already getting deported anyway.
Right. And so there's no benefit in
I was talking.
Maybe the people who investigate need to use the same interrogation they use on my cousin, would make him plead guilty to every crime that ever happened.
But he gonna end up getting how much? $7 million. So let's not use those same tactics.
But I tell you one thing: if you want them to confess to a crime, this is how you get it done. This man confessed to every crime in the Bahamas that week. But the point I'm making is, if people do not give up their co-conspirators, then what can the police do?
Okay, so my question is, because when you get married, two people have to be there and somebody have to sign it. The signature that is on that paper, go to that person.
Going back to Haiti, going back to Jamaica.
No, the person from the marriage office, from the Registrar General office. Somebody don't have to sign that? That don't have to go through someone?
So when you get married, that's if you get married at the Registrar General's office. If you get married by the marriage officer's office, the two witnesses that witness you all to get married, your auntie from Jamaica and your cousin from Miami, and the two of them then going back on a plane.
These are not places where thousands of people work. Only certain amount of people work in certain departments, right? Call everybody in one by one and try and find somebody can talk.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah.
Because everything getting blamed on the passport people.
Yeah.
But they like, bro, y'all bringing us these documents and this is why the process is so convoluted. Now, speaking of the process, one thing I do not agree with is Latre Raming, who we all know is the communications director in the office of the Prime Minister, sent out a statement pretty much at the same press conference saying, hey, this the F&M fault. You know we like blame now. It's political season. The F&M put a system in place that made it easier for people to get passports because people used to complain. And we had to try and pull back from that system. It shouldn't be 15, 20 steps to get a passport if you already have one. I absolutely agree.
But that's the way we do things in the Bahamas.
No, absolutely not.
In the Bahamas, we practice obstructionist policy making. No, I'm telling you. So, for instance, right, there was a time in my other life where apparently some person thought that they couldn't figure out how to stop traffic from going into a certain area. Do you know what they did? They put a permanent gate in place. That is the silliest thing. Now you've created a medical emergency, a fire emergency, but you don't have traffic anymore, right? And that's kind of how we create policy. So we don't ever think about, okay, how do we police a thing? No, we simply shut it off.
Now, I will say this. After getting the 10,783 documents that you need to get your
Plus
passport.
the drip of a virgin's blood.
Right. When I went there, the ladies there were very welcoming. It was I was in and out in a couple of minutes. But trying to gather all the documents that are needed from the different government agencies will drive you up the wall.
You should try changing your name or incorrect spelling in your passport.
I just don't understand why everything has to be so difficult. Things need to be done. But anyway, I don't think we mentioned that the parliamentary commissioner ended up sending out a statement because this also had to do with him because Pintard said that there were... Yeah, Pintard said that there were 8 people that were on this register that were supposed to be being investigated. I think we have the statement. We could put it up there. I'll read a little bit for you.
Let's go to the statement.
So this is what he said. For years, the Bahamas has maintained a strong democracy supported by clear safeguards that protect the integrity of the parliamentary register. Bahamians should be proud of that. He said that they work closely with relevant government agencies, including the Passport Office, whenever issues arise concerning a person's lawful entitlement to remain on the register. The matters now in public discussion came to the department through information flagged and shared by the Passport Office. So what he is trying to say is, we have this information. The Passport Office done give us this, and now we are investigating. Anyone who should not be on the register will be removed, is what he said. That is the process that is required by law. And that is the process that we are following. Some of the names brought to the department's attention have already been removed, and others are currently being removed in keeping with the law. There is no need to attack civil servants who are carrying out their duties carefully, professionally, and in the public's interest. The Parliamentary Registration Department will continue to act fairly, lawfully, and with the seriousness that this process requires.
And Tolali McIntosh also made a statement of some sort.
Yes. And the
What was
reason...
relevant?
She was also talking about, we could play it, but she was also talking about the importance of protecting our passport and how important a passport is. We'll play it for you in a second. Someone said I was trying to register an affidavit from last July, child. But the point that he's making is we got this information and we're trying to clean it up. And if Pintard had this information, he could have come to us and we could have told him what was happening. But I guess it goes back to what the Prime Minister is saying. He feels that the opposition is now building a case or trying to build a case that if they were to lose the election, they'll be saying, we lost the election because y'all allowed the 8 people.
Yeah.
Because it's 8.
That really swayed the power.
Right. Y'all allowed these 8 people on the register who shouldn't be on the register. Or I guess they're saying, let me not be funny, that if these 8 people could be on the register, who else is on this register who's not supposed to be on the register? So he's saying that the F&M is trying to build this case now that the register is flawed in some sort of way, and if they do lose the election, they're going to use this register to try and...
Yeah, but there is a way that seemeth right to a man, the end thereof is destruction. And I think the way that Michael Pintard is executing this or employing this strategy just isn't the best way to do it. Firstly, you can't go about attacking people, because you know public servants vote, right? You know that about them.
Mm-hmm.
You think it makes sense cussing them out if you need them to vote in 6 weeks? You think it makes sense to cuss out the whole passport office if you need them to vote in 6 weeks? Or you think it makes better sense to use some judicious calculations in order to be able to only take down the people that need taken down so that you do not discredit the hard work of every other single person in the building?
Well, I guess they have to do what they have to do. He is
there is a way that seemeth right.
He has come across this information and he wanted to let the public know, and so now the public knows. I think all of the relative agencies have answered. The Parliamentary Registration Department sent out a statement. The Prime Minister answered. The Minister of National Security answered. The Passport Office answered. Well, let me know that.
This might put, and Michael just can't keep throwing things in the air.
Well, this one was actually kind of true. I don't know where the 250 came from. In his defense, the Passport Office did say, yes, we have 90-something people that are being investigated.
Sure.
So that actually is true.
Sure.
So it's better than the bag of passports thing that we never found, that nobody ever substantiated or verified.
And only him and the great Gazoo saw.
He said he doesn't want to reveal his sources.
They probably need to do to him what they do to my cousin. You know?
Why do you keep calling this? He's your cousin now because he's about to get some money?
Yes. I know the plans I have for you, saith the Lord. They are plans for me to do good and prosper. And if my cousin gets $6.8 billion, I want to let you know that I shared in his pain. Because we got to get rid of Terrell. But right after that, let's go get our $6 million.
Did I tell you that Terrell is a woman and not a man?
I learned that later on.
Okay.
Is this how you know you can hire Terrell?
No, because Terrell, I see, is also representing another person that was wrongfully convicted of armed robbery, and they suing for $3 million.
Good, you let her go represent. That's a nice test case. $3 million is a nice test case.
Anyway,
cousin, if we going after the $6 million, let's go.
We could wrap up these passport allegations. We could play for Ali. So, because you said that you wanted to hear what she said.
Sure.
Okay, so
let's
play.
Go to Ali McIntosh.
Yeah, let's let Ali have her own party. Why y'all don't want to let her speak? Y'all just let the COI speak.
Go ahead.
Let Ali speak. Can we play that?
So talking issues on the passports tonight, a third political voice now entering the debate, with the leader of the Bahamas Constitution Party warning that questions surrounding passport fraud could impact the integrity of the next general election. Ali McIntosh calling the issue legitimate and says she's prepared to take legal action to have the matter addressed. She's also echoing concerns raised by Pintard, who's also questioned whether some individuals may have been added to the voter registry using fraudulently obtained documents.
I have informed the immigration, this is the last point, regarding a ring. Because the concern is, if these passports are being given away, who is creating them? Is it the passport office? Or is it someone else? If someone else is creating them, why is the government not pursuing this? And I've informed the immigration regarding a ring happening right on Blue Road, securing passports for Haitian nationals, and nothing has come out of it because they are all related. We are prepared to put before the court a complaint for an injunction against this administration regarding this election, because this election will not be free, it will not be fair, based on what the Davis administration has done regarding fraudulent passports.
McIntosh is also taking a direct aim at Prime Minister Philip Davis, who asserted that the Bahamian passport remains credible despite those fraud cases. McIntosh says the nation's leader is downplaying a critical issue.
The issuing of passports to Haitian nationals is very real. The Prime Minister spoke to it when he trivialized it by saying that there will not be an issue, there will not be a fallout. Any alleged collusion of institutions across the board would speak to the legitimacy or the illegitimacy of this administration. Because
I tried to give Ali a chance.
I figured
now, Ali started
I figured it
making sense. Ali, where is this place with the fraudulent passports?
Let's
because I need to.
Ali. See, we should look, because Ali have all the information.
Ali said she told them where it was.
Don't worry about that.
Ali said she, now in her
We ain't
defense,
want
she
you
said.
being informant. We got, as it stands right now, we have you as a co-conspirator. Because only you want to know where this. You know where the Blue Hill Road place is? Good. I don't know where the Blue Hill Road place is. And we in the news, and we ain't know. But if
But
Ali
she said,
know,
no, but she said she went to the relevant authorities and nothing
perfect.
was done.
No problem.
But I want to ask Ali for myself.
So now we can lock you up and put you in the back of the police car so you could take us right to where you know the passports are being made. Who knows, they might be making some this evening. Just let's lock up Ali and let the car carry Ali, and Ali could show us, now that we know that the whole nation know that Ali know where the passport fraud happened. But she said they colluding.
She said she knew when she went to the relevant authorities. Leave her alone. She went and she said nothing has happened. So
step one, lock up Ali. Step two.
Well, how is it if I go to you and I say, hey, this is where the car theft ring happening, you would lock me up?
So you could take me to where it is.
But she said she went. Anyway, leave it alone.
She mightn't get him good directions. I want you, I need you to be under arrest. I am arresting you for suspicion of collusion in the passport ring, because you know all this about them. You know it's a ring, you know it for Haitian nationals. You are specifically speaking to how involved all of these people are. How do you have all this intimate knowledge? You lock up. Come go with the police. The police is going to take you. Come take us to where your friend's making these passports. Hey, friends of Ali, come out this building and come go with the police.
Ali said she went to the police. That's all I'm saying. If she had just come to the media without going to the police, then I would have said
She
that.
might have gone to the wrong police.
What is the wrong police?
Go to big time serious police, right? Go down by CDU where serious police is and tell them. And then you let them, CDU, y'all make sure carry it with y'all because we ain't gonna miss the building.
In any event,
oh boy,
it is a serious problem what is going on with this passport situation. Not just passport, fraudulent documents on the whole. And something needs to be done. An investigation needs to be done from the top to the bottom, from the passport office to NIB to the Registrar General's office to wherever. Because somebody is assisting these people in getting these fraudulent documents.
Now, there's one thing I did take some umbrage with. It was the fact that the Foreign Affairs Ministry decided to issue a statement, in my view, that sounded largely political. And while I do not have a problem with Frederick Mitchell making whatever utterance he so desires as chairman of the Progressive Liberal Party, I do not want the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to be an engine of the Progressive Liberal Party.
What's the statement? You have it?
Let's put up the statement from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Let me read it, because you... Okay. Yeah, I'll read it because you know you. So the Ministry of Foreign Affairs wishes to advise the public to exercise caution before accepting at face value the documents that leader opposition has placed in the public domain, which, by the way, they did verify that some of it is true. Those documents may only tell one part of the story. It may well emerge that, consistent with his usual practice, he has relied on documents that were improperly obtained and has presented them in a manner that is incomplete and irresponsible. And that's because the documents are all over social media, by the way. The public should be assured that Bahamian passports are, in the main, issued properly, lawfully, and with due care. Having now chosen to cast doubt on the integrity of the Bahamian passport, the leader of the opposition must explain the conclusion reached by the Minister Cabinet, of which he was a part of, and which this government has since reversed. And that was what we talked about earlier. That conclusion has led to the loosening of standards applied to the review of supporting documents, a matter that may help to explain why these investigations have now become necessary. A responsible government must proceed with care before making allegations against private citizens while investigations remain ongoing. The leader of opposition has again placed political, chicanery, I hope that's what that says, ahead of sound judgment. It is the due diligence of the present officials in the passport office that has led to stricter standards that are now being applied. So basically he's saying...
I think he could have said that as chairman of the Progressive Liberal Party. I think the only thing the Ministry of... I don't want theatrics in official government communication. The only thing the Ministry of Foreign Affairs should say to its citizens is there is an investigation underway. The findings of that investigation will be public. The integrity of Bahamian passports remain intact. Full stop.
Okay.
This whole chicanery and the opposition leader and the one bunch of other bull skate up and down the hill, nonsense. Not out of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And Fred Mitchell knows better than this, you know. And yes, he's a senior member of the cabinet. And yes, he's the Minister of Foreign Affairs. And yes, he is possibly the political juggernaut amongst the crew. but he's not the prime minister. And every now and again, someone should reel him in. And this is a clear case of when he is just stepping outside of the box.
But what he said in that statement was kind of the exact same thing. It was a combination of what Mayor Monroe and the prime minister said in the House of Assembly last night.
You could say it in the House of Assembly, where you are protected by the privilege of the House of Assembly, and you're not acting in your official capacity. When you generate
what is it exactly from that you thought was unprofessional?
The leader of the, put the thing back up, the leader of the opposition, I don't need you to throw jazz in a government communication. No, I just need you to state plainly the facts. Because the ministry, put the thing back on the TV. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Can you put it back, please?
Is for all of us.
From the Ministry of Foreign
It is for the entire Bahamas. It is for all Bahamians. And there are some Bahamians that may not necessarily believe that there is anything wrong with what Michael Pintard has done, and they have an obligation to feel that way. The only thing the Ministry of Foreign Affairs should be guaranteeing me is the integrity and the soundness of the document.
Now, what I do think that shouldn't have been done is now these documents are now in the public domain. These 250 names, whatever it is. So even though it is an investigation, maybe some may be not fraudulent, I don't know, but now everybody name all up there and it is everywhere.
Plus this document alludes to the leader of the opposition, I think some 3 or 4 times, and it can't be this personal. It reeks of personalness. The government communication shouldn't have personality in it. It should simply be communication.
I don't disagree with you. However, this statement is a combination of what was said by Wayne and Brave in the House of Assembly.
In the Parliament.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's just no. I say that to the point where you say that he's not the prime minister and he shouldn't be saying these things. These are things that he's repeating that's already been said.
Sure.
It wasn't the first time that we heard it.
Sure. And he would be well within his right to do so as Progressive Liberal Party chairman. He could write a dossier as the Progressive Liberal Party chairman. He could have put a 10-page soliloquy as the Progressive Liberal Party's chairman. As the Minister of Foreign Affairs, I want to know 3 things. There is an investigation underway.
That's what they said.
The passports remain integral.
That's what they said.
And we will make all findings of misfeasance or malfeasance public, or put them in the public domain.
Okay.
Bahamians ought to remain confident.
He said that.
And chicanery, fly a kite.
He didn't say nothing but fly a kite. Please stop. That means it's time for us to take a break. We're going to take a break. We're going to open up the phone lines, let y'all join in on this conversation. How do you feel about this passport situation? We would love to hear from you guys. We'll be back right after this.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
I go into the shop and what I see, the things what they trying to sell for tea. I come to bring it back where I get it from, and then they tell me they don't give refund. I say, girl, who is you? I want my money back cause this thing ain't new. She tell me slide out, move off the line. I ain't gonna lie, nearly lose my mind. Time now, I just trying to get straight, you know, but they want rob me, but I don't know. So I walk off, got out of sight, cause that's enough robbery for me in one night. March off like a marching man. Call Consumer Protection Commission. When they pick up, I file a complaint. And quick as that, I get my money back. But don't mess with the CPC. Don't mess with the CPC. Hey, don't mess with the CPC. Cause why? They here to protect me. Follow the Consumer Protection Commission Bahamas Facebook page to stay up to date on tips that protect you as a consumer. It's your boy, the
Okay, guys, this is what we doing today. We training for the bounce back. This 150K payday. Y'all ready? Yes. Y'all sweating today. Give me a 2 ball. 10. Give me another 2 ball. 15. You spin, right? It don't look so. It's 10K. Name these games after me. Food Dragon.
Food Dragon.
Cinema Classic.
Cinema Classic.
Yeah. Put that parlay in. Put that in. You know, Jalen Brunson disappointed us last time. You want to walk for this or you want to run for this? Good pace. Good pace. Not too much water. Put it down. Let's go.
It's the Bounce Back 150K payday. Big wins for 10 weeks straight. 15K every week. 10K to a lucky winner. Visit islandluck.com for more info. Island Luck. Winners live here. It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
I wanted that.
Hello, welcome.
I won't go. I wanted that, but we go to the next spot. Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Yeah, I'm Levi Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown. We're having an off.
Where are they listening to us? You're listening to us on 103. I understand that you all are having some problems with 112 on Flow. I want everyone collectively. You believe in the power of corporate prayer? Everyone who's listening to us on 112, stretch your hand towards your TV.
Yeah, I saw
TV.
That. Okay.
Be thou made whole. Do you believe?
Not in you.
In the power.
You don't have the power.
You check? You don't know my power. TV, I command you to wake from this point on. There you have it.
Anyway, we're going to get into the comments. We haven't been in the comments for the day. Let's get into reading some comments. Give the people a number for them to call.
323-7775-698-0775.
All right, from the bottom. Tomorrow in Fred voice note, he could bust up Michael Sands and leaving.
Yeah.
Leaving the people say Fred could send out a voice note tomorrow specifically
so
about
the voice note should be an additional minute long, I guess.
PLP, FNM, PLP, FNM, PLP, Saxon Valley foolishness has brought us to our knees. Fred Mitchell, sing off on all the passport. I guess that was supposed to sign off on all the passports from 2014 to now.
James Roll, I want you to go tell that to James. James, make sure you call Shanta, Emily knows, and you tell her that I do not want to be complicit. Commissioner, come look at this. What do you name?
James.
James Roll. Commissioner, I want you to go look up James Roll. He knows something about passports all the way back from 2014. When you're lock up Ali, carry him the same time.
Yeah, he was just re-saying what both Fred, Brave, and Wayne said. But Levon have a personal vibe with Fred. They think you don't like Fred. Give the people the numbers to call.
323-7775-698-0775.
Look, all we want is our children to have a fighting chance in the future, but the way things are going today, our children will suffer the consequences from our actions, and that is facts.
I don't like Fred. How have these people concluded that?
I don't know. They say you don't like Fred. How does she know nothing is being done? I guess they talking about Ali when Ali said she tell them something.
This is why I say they should lock her up. At least she'll know that was done for
Say,
sure.
tell her go to the place and then call the media. That is also something you could do. I would have stand up in front and say, hey,
They in
here right now.
I hear them in here now. Come,
I would
come.
have done that too. Because since she say she went to the authorities and the authorities did nothing, I was going to the media next. I ain't gonna lie. There's power in the media.
Yeah.
Let's go to
Even
phone
if
lines.
it's
We'll come
social
back.
media.
You see, he went back this morning.
Yeah.
You see,
Told me you have plenty of off time, boy. My goodness. This vacation can't run already.
Hi,
Yeah,
caller.
leader-
Welcome to the
leader-
show.
Sure, leader the woman now.
How are you, sir?
I'm well. Listen, that's a powerful woman you get on the side, you right?
Can
So
you not
listen,
see how she is glowing and growing
Alright,
sitting
listen.
beside me?
I don't know what kind of magic one she have, but guess what? Let me tell you, I happen to, anyhow, great show, by the way.
Thank you.
And y'all keep up a good job.
Thank you.
Two things I have. I respect this show, and I can tell you all why. This show don't play. This show is get results. So I happen to be going to a business meeting today and happen to have to be between the fish fry heading for Sanders Beach.
They fill it in?
Well, listen to me. I see long pothole getting patched up.
Oh, God,
I
it's
see
good.
ministry works out there,
Yeah.
the Han and the Kimber crew.
Oh, listen.
Man, listen to me.
If the
only
Han and
one
Kimber
problem-
brigade out
only
there.
one problem I would suggest. When we hire these people, right?
Yeah.
But the only problem is they do it in the height of between 12 and 2.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
business and high traffic.
they
It's
need to
a
do it in the
thoroughfare
night.
For
Agreed.
people getting to the resorts, transportation, and so forth. I see it because I'm in the hospitality business.
Yeah.
Project management is a big lack in this country, and planning is a big lack.
Yeah.
Everybody want to work between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m., but it just can't work. But I'll hang up. But I just say, but they listening, my brother.
Caller,
They
I will tell you
listening
something.
to this show.
I am so happy that it's.
Caller, you want me
I
to tell
couldn't
you
sit in
something?
that traffic for another day.
Yes, sir.
We hear y'all keep saying y'all as a Christian nation, so whenever we do road work, we testing y'all salvation out to see how much of y'all is cussed like a pirate.
I fail every time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. But thanks. Keep up the good work.
Appreciate
All right,
you, buddy.
Someone say, I agree with Francesca regarding the traffic issue on West Bay yesterday. It took me 2 hours to drive from Coral Lakes to Southwest to East Bay. I have to leave home at 7 to avoid that frustration. Something needs to happen. But it sounds like they
Helping
have
up is on the way.
addressed the issue.
White
So,
Daddy.
Thank you.
You know about the Han and Kimber Brigade, though.
Because that would.
You don't know about the Han and Kimber Brigade?
No.
I'll teach you this. So Leon Lundy, he's a member of Parliament for South and Ross. He's also the Minister with responsibility for utilities, right? So he's in charge of water and sewage. And I tell people, you can say many things about Leon Lundy, but you ain't gonna say that Lundy ain't gonna fix your problem. Not Lundy specifically. But when you call Lundy has come 5 black Jeep deep. And all they come to do is this.
Stand up and watch.
Boy, this looks serious. But when the Han and Kimber Brigade leave, tractor, big water truck, pipe, you name it, just as pull up. So now, from now on, you know who the Han and Kimber Brigade is.
Give the people the number again. Let me go back to the comments.
337-775-698-0775. And when the Han and Kimber Brigade pull up, my brother, that's something special.
Someone say, Toby don't work it. I don't know. But
He certainly have more time off than anyone.
He
I know.
was back at the house this morning, and this morning it looked like he was taking an aim at the Deputy Prime Minister. He was asking Chester some
walked
questions.
off, by the way?
He did walk off.
Yeah. See, you don't play that with Chester.
Chester didn't even bother to answer.
Yeah, Chester said I got a job to go back to. If you don't fire me from politics, too bad. I'll go back. Insurance ain't gonna never stop selling.
So yeah, he was back. I guess y'all could go on his page. We're not giving him any more attention. Someone said if Ali were to be invited to a furniture store and told to take anything she needs or wants, she'll still leave without a seat.
Y'all
Where did you get these things from?
Y'all are not gonna do that to the servant leader. She's a woman that has devoted her entire life to the Constitution and its education
Where would y'all
of the
get
citizens.
this from? Someone say, amen, leaving, don't leave him out. I guess talking about the guy. But then he replied and he said, I will turn myself in. They wouldn't have to come looking for me.
Perfect. East Hill Street. Just go right to East Hill Street, my brother. Tell them you come to see Shanta.
I need them to do something about this passport situation. It is very serious, and not just the passport situation. Fraudulent documents on the whole, because in order for them to get to the passport, they have to have all the other stuff. So fraudulent documents on the whole, we need an investigation to be done. Because I still waiting on mine. No, you didn't call this call up my passport even more. I would cry.
Yeah.
I I would literally come on the show and cry.
I also want to know, when are we going to pass in statute that if your daddy is a Bahamian, you could go get your passport without ever making any special...
Sweetie, if your mommy and your daddy is a Bahamian, your great-grandparents are Bahamian, you still have to go through it.
Yeah,
okay?
but I'm saying...
Everybody have to go through it.
I'm saying that this is a new development in our national document attainment. And so I want us to hurry up, smooth that out, because, you know, what happened under the PLP. They should take this one.
Anyway, we have someone on the phone. Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Caller, you there?
Yvonne,
Hey.
this is your Secretary General.
Hey, Secretary General.
Leader the man down.
Don't know who that is.
Listen to me. Let me be brief, Mr. Miller.
Mm-hmm.
There is a little toddler in Fox Hill. This is not an advertisement, but let me say this. Allow me to say this, please, and I'll get to my point. They're having a fundraising event for her on Saturday. She has to get an eye surgery.
Okay.
She's only 3 years old, and they're doing it on her birthday. So please allow me to invite some of the
Is this the Tashana girl?
Hello?
What is the name?
Boy, now you... But
I think I saw the flyer.
Our granddad used to work with you, Warren Davis.
You could give people the information.
Yeah, Warren and Renee Davis' granddaughter. The event will be at the community center in Fox Hill. It's her birthday on Saturday, so they choose to have the event on her birthday.
Okay.
It would be a cocoa in the aid of her eye thing. She's trying to get it sorted out.
Okay.
But I would like for all of the people when they're campaigning in that area this weekend, it's not a political thing, come and have lunch with them on Saturday. Come and patronize, on Saturday. It'll be something for the kids on the park.
Okay.
But the event will be held, of course, at the community center.
Okay. Fantastic.
Now, let me just say this about, I think you can take this message, Miss Lady, to Travis Robertson.
Who's Miss Lady?
You.
Nice, Miss Lady.
Yeah.
You are.
At least they ain't call you Miss Next.
Just tell him Sabas need to know how many people going to be in the class so he can know how much planes to order.
Have a good day. Have a good day. Y'all got to stop.
Yeah.
I saw it on Facebook. Someone say he giving out aviation licenses and Sabas giving out planes. Y'all got to stop.
I saw somebody say if Travis don't stop fooling around with this aviation lessons, what he got Sabas turn it into Fort Charlotte International Airport.
Y'all gotta stop.
Yeah.
And what he's doing is a good thing, though.
It is.
There are a lot of people that want those opportunities, and
Indeed.
I
wanted to be a pilot at some point.
I did see something today on social media that where Travis said I think 180 applicants.
That's fantastic.
And that is fantastic. From his constituency have applied.
That is fantastic.
For these classes.
How are they shortlisting them? Because I imagine.
Oh, I didn't ask. Now I tell you, I saw a little clip now.
Okay.
We would have to go and ask Travis ourselves. But I did hear the little clip, and I think he said, if I am correct, over 180 applications, which is amazing.
Indeed.
A career in aviation.
You want to be a pilot?
I don't do planes very well. I know this man who. Hold on. I know this man who lived off Wolf Road, got a man from Andros to sign an affidavit. Also received a letter from education to say he attended a school to get his passport. Keep in mind, this man have a hard Haitian accent. Also now he's bringing in his children from Haiti to get, we'll send the police to the man on Wolf Road.
Yeah, man, y'all must be telling me things y'all supposed to tell Shanta. Don't let people tell us these kinds of things.
I'm just saying this too.
Tell Shanta, type that. Tell
They
Shanta.
can hear you.
Man, y'all tell Shanta. Don't tell me these kind of things.
All Pintard is a theatrical performance, especially from his book called Politics. I suggest this book. It's a must read. Then you'll really know Pintard trickery.
Next thing you know, it means I could see it now. So Jessica Brown leaving Miller charge, being concerned with others, know exactly.
Why are you getting me in this?
Well, you's the one reading the thing. You reading it. I'm the innocent one. I just sitting here. When you see them kind of things, don't read them.
I need them to do something about this why patches to potholes when in a few months the flood come in and they don't do it right. I ain't gonna lie, I've seen roads where they patch and then it rained and it opened back up. I don't know what we use on our road to patch, but I would never use that anywhere else to do anything because it looked like one little bit of rain and it comes right back up.
It may just not be rain-proof.
That makes sense to who?
That's the best I got.
Okay, well then you keep that up.
323-7775. 698-0775.
I was trying to get back to...
You know, no matter how many times I say that, people still don't know what the number is.
Yeah.
Yeah, every single day that I go out, people say, what the number is? I say, which number? The number to call. I say it every day.
Chatty, what does it take to be an airline captain?
An airline captain?
You mean I think he's sending them to school, eh? He's sending them to aviation school.
Quite a bit of stuff.
I know somebody who wanted
could
to
you put
be
that flyer up for me? I think I found the flyer about the thing the man was talking about. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is the same thing because I heard about this earlier today. And if it isn't, then I don't know.
Let me see it first.
I think it is. Something about an eye surgery. I know this woman, Tashana Thompson, and I think her daughter's having corrective eye surgery or something to that effect.
This doesn't say anything about anything happening this weekend.
I don't know, but I know that this is... Literally, they just told me about this on my way into the studio. So I think this is, if not the same thing, quite possibly. And besides, if it's your eye, you could just go see if you could get it fixed. And I want to support that as well.
I don't disagree. I was trying to register an affidavit from last year, July. Oh, speaking of, a lady, I have to get her information. I told her to give me a call or to message me. Maybe she sent me an email. They were trying to raise some money for Sandlin's rehabilitation. She came into my job today and she recognized me, and I didn't have any money to support because I don't have a carry cash. So, but I did tell her that I would mention it on the show, but now I can't remember the information.
Right.
So I will try to get the information by tomorrow.
So we know that Sandlands needs something. We ain't sure what it is.
I think they're having
to help us, but we ain't sure what that is.
Raffle for something, and I did tell her that I wanted to help. But now I can't remember the information. So remind me to get the information tomorrow. Someone said if they're renewing passport, wouldn't that mean these passports would have been issued under the previous administration? It's not about renewing passports. It seems like these are brand new passports that people are applying for, not a renewal.
Don't forget to get the information tomorrow.
Thank you.
See how I did that?
Yes.
Fantastic. See, there it is. So, y'all read that. What does it say?
Help Divine Isaacs. She needs surgery in her left eye. The surgery will be the University of Miami. Donates, and so they have a RBC number. You can see it there, or you can give the mom a call. Her name is Tashana Thompson at 436-4888.
I like the way you say 6. Say 6 again.
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Say 6?
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. Mr. Miller. I have a few concerns, and I didn't say them. I want you to respond back to me, please.
No problem.
Okay. Number one, the gentleman who Pintard ratified for McCall. That's the gentleman who the government fired from with the drug thing.
No, that would, the gentleman that you were talking about, his name is Sonny Miller.
Okay. Number two, Chase Philippe for being town. Is that Bahamian surname?
Well, maybe third generation. He has a Bahamian passport.
He's Bahamian.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like
now,
Joseph. It's like
Etienne.
Yeah.
Okay. And Nicole Martin, who they put in the Senate.
Yeah.
Now, Pintard should have go and check her background.
What happened to her background?
Why did you ask?
Her background. He needs to go check her background because
let's just leave it at that.
She's not an honest person.
Okay, we're not gonna.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we'll check. We'll look into it. What? Now you say you got something else for me. What you got?
Yeah. Okay. Who is responsible for private garden? Who is the developer?
Miles LaRota.
No, not the MP.
Who is the what? The developer?
Yeah.
Wasn't that Rock Holmes?
Oh, I can't remember.
Was it Arawak Homes? I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure. I think they developed that in 2 phases. I'd have to check. I know the story, but it's not at the top of my mind right now.
Okay.
But I know it was privately developed, eh?
And the last point, Robertson for Fort Charlotte. When he was in Baintown, he didn't do nothing for Baintown.
I can't let y'all say that I was there when Travis Robinson, during the pandemic, did the satellite school campus. I was also there when Travis Robinson did the food give backs in the pandemic. Travis Robinson, who was not in the cabinet, in my view, was doing more than his cabinet counterparts.
Well, this was only during the pandemic.
Living in Baintown,
I
and
know about
I
the
see him
pandemic.
do nothing. I see him do
Baintown.
nothing. Now he won't go. Tintard putting him inside Fort Charlotte.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Well, that's why y'all flog him. The
Why?
flogging he told was because y'all thought he didn't do anything.
Thank you. Well, maybe
He didn't do nothing.
things need to be seen to be done.
Yeah. All right.
All right, thank you. Why are folks only focusing on the Haitians? What about the Indians, South Americans, and folks behind the community? Well, the reason is, if you look at the list, the majority of the people on the list are Haitian nationals. The ones that have been charged with the fraudulent documents have all been Haitian nationals. So I think they focus on the Haitians because
that's where the corruption focuses.
Yeah, that's where it is. I mean, if they were Chinese nationals or Americans or anything
No, the Chinese don't stay here that long. They somehow get English names and then move to America.
He's not Bahamian born. He's born to Haitian parents. Yes, I think he
but
does
you
have
could be born to Haitian parents and become a Bahamian.
Be born
the
in
Constitution
the Bahamas.
permits that.
Yeah.
Let's put up the flyer from the Minister of National Security, who I understand is having a press briefing at 6:30. So there you have it. Press briefing, Office of the Prime Minister.
How much of these they going to talk about today? This one is on the police investigation. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know why the commissioner isn't having the briefing.
Doesn't matter. He's having the
does.
why? He's the minister.
Don't speak about investigation.
Well, he wants to speak about the investigation because it was brought in the House and it was brought to him, and him and Pintard had back and forth, and so now he have to say.
So the old people used to say they had big broke down.
Yeah,
They
so
had
he
big
have to
broke
now
down.
say ya beast.
Yeah.
You know, because it's
Next
personal
time.
now.
No.
Yeah. The commissioner
man
wasn't having
don't play
the
around.
commissioner wasn't having a back and forth.
Right.
Monroe and
Yeah.
Pintard had a back and forth.
That's
so
your cousin.
yeah.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. No?
No.
Hello,
Switch?
caller. No.
All
Okay,
right.
comments. Hi, caller.
Hi, good day.
How are you?
I'm calling for the caller was before me.
Mm-hmm.
She's just a better person because Travis Robertson did do for being a grandson, and he did a lot.
Yeah, I remember that Travis was on the ground. I actually remember Travis was looking into something that I thought was quite commendable. I won't say it out loud, just, because I don't want you all to feel like me and him was like making whoopee or anything.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has anything personal against Travis. It's just that it seemed like he in an uphill battle where he is.
And also Jay, who's running for being a grandson now, he's a Bahamian, born and raised in Baintown also, so he's gonna do well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, thank you. I know him from the media. He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
But sometimes being nice doesn't translate into politics.
Yeah. Good politics translates into good politics.
Yeah. Someone say the back and forth happened in HOA, so COP don't need to get him. I think that's why Wayne doing it. Because Wayne was like, I run on with this man, let me answer him.
Yeah. Commissioner, you take the day off. I got this. I got this.
So he's,
Come here, lover. Let me
got
tell you
this.
something quick, eh?
I got this. Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing, Miss Brown?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine. How you doing, Mr. Miller?
Fantastic. How are you?
I'm gonna make this quick because time is going.
Yes, ma'am.
But I am calling concerning a couple of things, but I'll just do one or two.
Yes,
I heard Ms. Brown say the other day that she's going to eat from Edith's Pizza in Bimini. And I also heard y'all mention that Bimini people can't cook. And that is not so.
I told tell me where to go.
We have a lot of people cooking now in Bimini, but they are not from Bimini.
Right.
Because a lot of people who used to cook, including me, some passed and some retired.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I need you to come out of retirement for me now.
A point that y'all mentioned is now. I have a document I was looking for this person in Pinewood who notarized a document 7 years after the person passed.
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah, report him to
I
Chantal.
hope that person is still living so I can have him prosecuted. And I'm coming back to Nassau to look for him.
Yeah.
Amen.
Chantal can help you
Another
find him.
point. Silver Airways went out of business in June 2025. The people in Bimini don't have to come to Nassau to go to the States. Where you get that from, Mr. Miller?
They don't have to go to Nassau, come to Nassau to go to the States?
Why we have to come to Nassau to go to the States?
Yeah, because after silver going down, how you always getting there?
What you meaning?
You always going on the ferry.
You have the ferry and then you have seaplane, you know.
Yeah, but the seaplane only is carry but 12 people, I think, eh?
Yeah, but that run like 3 times a day, you know.
Okay, but now you all got American Airlines.
Right.
Praise the Lord for Chester Cooper.
No, not really.
Let me
Many
bring
people have good access going to the States. I'm always in the States.
I know that. You all is the United States of Bimini.
Right.
Before you go, we gotta let you go. But before we go, my producer said to tell you bring back some stew conch from the place outside Bimini Bay that has the grill. She always begging for food.
But anyway, I'll call you all back because it wasn't really another point I wanted to say. But I
Yeah.
could say it quickly.
All right, no, but thanks. You could call back. We have some other callers on the line.
All right, Mama.
There you go, Mama.
Oh.
I know. Hello.
Hi.
Okay.
All right. Oh.
To the callers to let us know. Don't mess around. Bimini people.
Hi,
Bimini
caller.
people
Welcome to the show.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you guys?
Good.
Hi.
Okay, I just called to clarify person. I don't know if persons are educated about Haiti's constitutional law. Jay Philippi, he was born to 2 Haitian parents. So as the constitutional law of Haiti says that once you were born a Haitian, you will die a Haitian. Haitians cannot renounce, no matter where they are, where they go on. Outside Haiti, they will always be Haitian.
Okay.
And that's what the law tells you. And Haiti, the constitutional law tells you.
Okay. But where is he where is he domiciled? In the Bahamas?
Sorry?
Where is he domiciled? In the Bahamas?
Where does he what?
Where does he live?
Where does he live? Where does he live?
I think he lives in the Bahamas.
Okay, where was he born?
He born in the Bahamas, but he was born to 2 Haitian parents.
Hold on, but does that therefore make him, does that therefore put him underneath the Bahamian Constitution any at all?
Not at all. Not by that.
That's not what the and Haiti's Constitution cannot dictate to the Bahamas' Constitution in the Bahamas.
Well, at the end of the day, whatever Haiti constitutional law says, that's what it is.
Yeah, I don't
They
disagree
cannot
with that.
renounce.
I don't disagree with that. And so whenever the decision is made, you could consider what Haiti's constitution says. But sovereignty works this way. As long as you are within the jurisdiction, the constitution of that jurisdiction is the primary document.
Well, I hear you, but I just thought.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you. The person who asked about the...
It's like when you go by your daddy. When you come by your daddy, don't tell your daddy nothing your mommy say while you was home with her. All right?
The person who just asked about the gas voucher, I'll have it for you tomorrow.
We ain't getting the gas voucher yet. Don't worry, the gas voucher coming.
Oh, time to go. Sorry, I was just going to read some
If
of
you
the...
believe. Think they believe? The jingle, I ain't got no more power. The jingle on. That's too much power for one day. we can come back tomorrow. I can save some power for tomorrow. Anyway, that's the show.
We'll be back tomorrow, guys.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.